Dear ones, I invite you to join me for a series of conversations. Sacred Ground is a film-based dialogue series for us to explore the intersection of faith and race in our nation, our church, our lives, and our hearts. Our baptismal covenant asks, will you seek and serve Christ in all persons, strive for justice, and respect the dignity of every human being? As we seek to live God's love each and every day, even and especially in this time of racial tension, pain, reckoning, and hopefulness, I believe we're called to pay attention to the stories of our faith, the racism of our past and present, and the intentions of our hearts. Sacred Ground provides an opportunity for conversation with fellow sojourners so we can engage in this effort together. It's developed by the Episcopal Church and it's led by members of Stirring the Waters, St. Columba's Ministry for Racial Justice. While we've hosted the course several times, I've not yet taken it, so I'm going to participate this fall. I hope you'll join me.
Probably one of the most important aspects of it, and the reason I would recommend it, is that it's a safe space to ponder issues that are really pervading our public discourse right now. For me personally, I found that the course finally enabled me to kind of break open my own personal history and see some of it with respect to race in ways that previously had been hidden to me. And in that sense, it was extremely meaningful to me personally.
We had been fairly far through the program by the spring of 2020 when Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd were killed. And I think having done the program, it put me in a much better position to see the perspective of people of color on that sort of incident and the commonality, unfortunately, of that sort of thing, the extent of police brutality in this country.
I was reluctant to sign up for this course because I knew I was going to be the only person of color in the class. That raised questions for me. Would my presence prevent others from feeling comfortable to fully engage and experience the course? Would others feel, since I was the only Black person in the class, that I could give the Black perspective? And how would I feel with reviewing and discussing the issues I thought that were going to be in the course that were going to be too painful for me to see and be involved in the discussion? But in spite of my reservations, I signed up. With this course, you have a unique opportunity to walk back through American history so that you truly understand what brought us today. And I don't mean the history that you had in your textbooks. I mean the history of what actually has happened throughout the establishment of this country.
Not only did I learn a lot of history that had never been taught to me in any of my very good schools that I went to, where I thought the history curriculum was maybe not complete, but comprehensive. Oh no. But we also were instructed to look within ourselves and to learn about ourselves. And we were helped in that direction. We all needed help.
Before the course, I thought racism was really limited to people's thoughts, beliefs, ideas that led to action. And that if we could address those beliefs, if we could change them, we would eradicate racism. And now I think of it as something so much deeper and more institutional. I have a greater understanding of systemic racism, and I think it's something that needs everybody's attention on a daily basis.